I M35 cried in front of my wife F33. Do women get put off by seeing their man cry? I have ongoing issues with anxiety and panic attacks, but over the years I've managed to just live with it. I work, help raise our 6-month-old daughter and live a pretty decent life, but the panic attacks are horrible even if I've learned to hide them. Yesterday I had my first panic attack in about 6 weeks and something just flipped in me where I lost all my fight. Once I calmed down I went into the shower, sat under the hot water and started crying. I thought my wife was busy, so I got caught off guard when she walked in and found me crying on the floor of the shower. She looked surprised but then just took her clothes off, sat next to me under the water, and I cried on her shoulder for about 5 minutes before I felt better and we started talking. The thing is, I've never been caught in such vulnerable position before, and even though we are married I still feel embarrassed about it, and I really just hope it hasn't changed her feelings towards me in any negative way. I can tell it's had an impact as she's been extremely gentle on me and had been babying me ever since, which is obviously very kind of her. But I also don't want her to see me as incapable. For me, if a guy cries in front of me, it just shows he trusts me and feels safe enough to be vulnerable. It actually makes me feel good knowing he feels emotionally safe with me. It doesn't make him less of a man. You are human and you are allowed to cry. Coming from a woman, it hurts me to see men bottle up their feelings because society told them to man up. That's not healthy at all. If your wife is a decent human being, she will absolutely understand. I don't think she was put off based on her reaction. My safest space, and the one place that I feel that I am able to release all of my emotions, is into my girlfriend's chest when she's cuddling me in comfort. I've struggled a lot with anxiety and depression throughout the years, and my girlfriend would rather that I open up and release everything than bottle it all up. A wife, girlfriend who truly loves her partner, will always wants to be there to show you love and support, and not judgment. It's really beautiful you shared a moment of vulnerability together. I don't think it means she's viewing you as incapable, but maybe recognizing you're human and had a moment of struggle, as we all do. Hugs, pink heart hands, light skin tone. It's okay. It's really okay. Your wife's feelings for you haven't changed in a negative way. She is probably worried about you and wants to comfort you, because she loves you. I am a woman. I'm of course not speaking on behalf of all women, but I do think that women feel especially close to men who show their emotions in front of us. It's a very intimate and personal thing that I think many women, myself included, understand as a form of trust that is very meaningful. Please don't hide your feelings from your wife. Let her in. Let her be close to you. Tell her what is going on and let her be a source of comfort and strength for you if you are having a panic attack, even if that means just sitting in the shower with you. She's your wife. It's really okay, I promise. I 30M am just not into the cosplay my 34F girlfriend does. Any help? Hello all. My girlfriend and I have been together for quite a while now. I absolutely adore her. She treats me better than anyone else I've ever been with. Words cannot describe how I feel around her, and I couldn't imagine life without her. There is one thing that is getting in the way though. She loves to cosplay and go to every convention there is. I have been to a handful now and I just cannot stand them. I do it to support her and will always be there for her, but these things are not enjoyable for me. The late nights, drinking, constant costume changes, and the amount of money I spend is crazy. I am at one right now, and between the parking, hotel, food, and events it costs me so much, and I am literally broke after these things until my next paycheck. I am giving it a fair shot and I do my best to support her, but my heart is just not in it. We go to these conventions almost every other month and it is so exhausting. I honestly feel like I want to bring it up, but at the same time I don't know how she will feel. Any tips on how I should go about this? Thank you. Also, do you have to go to everyone? Having separate hobbies is a healthy, normal human experience. You're spending too much money and you don't like these things. It's madness to spend that much when you can't afford it. Hey, I'm spending too much money on these conventions. I love your passion for cosplay, but I can't keep spending money I don't have. I need to be saving. What if I go with you X times per year, but the rest of the time I stay home? You get to go out and have fun, and I can hold the fort down at home. She may be disappointed, but that won't kill either of you. Talk to her about it. How do you expect to have a healthy, long-term relationship if you won't talk to your partner? Why is it costing you a fortune? Sure, there would be shared expenses like hotels, travel and meals, but it sounds like you're bankrolling her hobby. If you don't like it, just tell her she can do the next one solo. That also means she'd have to pay for it solo, but it'd probably leave that to a separate conversation. You could always offer to go to 2 a year as a compromise, but just say you'll be doing your own thing while she's at the convention and you can meet up after. I'm failing to see why you feel you have to go with her to all the conventions. It's normal and healthy to have separate hobbies and interests. You can be supportive without being involved. As a former cosplayer and con-goer, I wouldn't want someone to come with me unless their enthusiasm matches mine at least a little bit. You two are in your 30s, and have been together for quite a while now, so what's keeping you from having a conversation about this? Healthy adult relationships involve talking through things that might be uncomfortable. You need to advocate for yourself instead of being miserable to avoid the possibility of disappointing her. You aren't obligated to be into the hobbies your partner is into. Of course you can support in many ways, it doesn't just have to be financial. But if the issue is with finances, then I think it's definitely worth bringing it up. If you aren't feeling like you like going to these conventions or the activities involved with it, tell her about it. You have know how to communicate with things that are bothering you with your partner, or you can't expect anything to change. Obviously tact is essential so feelings are hurt, but you ultimately can't control how she will react. If she's reasonable and understanding, she'll make an effort to understand or at least come to a compromise. I, 24F, feel stuck because my husband, 31M, avoids going out with me. How can we find a balance? Hi everyone, me and my husband have been together for some time now, and I've noticed a pattern that's been bothering me. Anytime I suggest we go out somewhere, he either takes hours just to get dressed or tells me, no. When I ask him for ideas on what we could do, he'll suggest something unrealistic like an expensive tropical trip that's way out of budget or far away. I've tried to explain to him that what I really want is simple quality time and fun activities together. We don't need to wait until we have thousands saved for one big trip when we can enjoy smaller dates or weekend outings now. When I ask why he doesn't want to go out with me, he says it's because I don't support him in certain behaviors. For example, one time we were walking in the park and there were women doing yoga on their mats. He started recording them, and I walked away because it made me uncomfortable. If I were doing yoga, I wouldn't want a stranger recording me. There were other people recording too, like an older couple in the distance, but for some reason when it was him doing it, it just bothered me. Later, he got upset and said I don't support him or let him express himself. That confused me because I don't see how recording strangers is really expression. He also says that when we go out, I always comment on something about him like the way he dresses or acts in public. I've stopped commenting on his clothes, but sometimes I feel like he acts like a completely different person in social settings, almost with no social skills. For example, at an ice cream stand, I told him the flavors, but when it was his turn to order, he froze up and I had to order for him. Afterward, instead of just enjoying the ice cream, he complained about the server over something really small that didn't even matter. The service was perfectly normal. I used to get really annoyed when he would go blank in public, but now I just feel bad. I love him and I care for him, and the last thing I want is confusion or constant tension between us. What does upset me is that when I suggest simple things like the zoo, the park, or a trip to the city, he won't go. He only wants to do something tropical, exotic, or fun that's unrealistic where we live. But when I suggest actually booking a weekend trip, he says it's too expensive. So it feels like he doesn't want to go out at all unless it's on his terms. I don't think it's fair that he uses my discomfort with some of his behaviors as the reason for refusing to spend time with me. I don't have many friends, and I just want to experience things with him. In my opinion, you don't need a lot of money to enjoy life, do weekend trips, or go on fun little dates. At the same time, I know I could be part of the problem too. If I am, please let me know. I'll take the advice. I just feel stuck right now because he doesn't want to go anywhere, and he shuts down whenever I bring it up. Edit. Y'all, I started dating him at 21. Well, just turned 21. He did not know me prior that age. Being neurodivergent is not an excuse to record women doing yoga. Clapping hands, medium skin tone. 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 People of Reddit make way too many excuses for people who are neurodivergent. For example, one time we were walking in the park and there were women doing yoga on their mats. He started recording them, and I walked away because it made me uncomfortable. If I were doing yoga, I wouldn't want a stranger recording me. Later, he got upset and said I don't support him or let him express himself. So congrats, you married a creep. Out of curiosity, how long have y'all been together? This would be a deal breaker for me. You are husband and wife, going out on dates really isn't too much to ask. He sounds like a man-child. Also, why on earth was he recording women doing yoga in the park? I get that you were 21 when you met him. You still married him too young and too soon. The behavior you're describing from him ranges from disturbing to off-putting to simply incompatible with your needs. I am concerned about how much of your life you're going to waste feeling unsatisfied with him, because you won't accept he's not the right partner for you. Please don't choose unhappiness. Holy shit, Reddit. Some of these comments are wild. Being neurodivergent doesn't give you a free pass to record women doing yoga in the park. Doing so is intrusive and creepy. And I'm sure actual neurodivergent people will not thank you for saying this is a typical action for them to take. Can't help but notice the age gap and that you've been together for some time. There's likely a reason for that. Women his own age recognized that he was a creep and a jerk. Partners cheating messages discovered while on holiday 39 M34F. I'm 39M currently on holiday in Europe with my 34F partner. We've been together for about 5 years. I've just unlocked her phone to put it on silent mode as it kept pinging while we were asleep. As I opened it, her messages app was open and I've seen that she messaged a friend of mine, beginning with, "Hi sexy," and asking what he was up to. He responded but wasn't engaging. This was sent last night while we both had a very big night, her in particular. I've noted with her before that she gets particularly giggly and flirtatious with this friend. She has a history of mental health issues, dad left as a kid, had craved male attention in her earlier years, but I thought she's moved on. I'm really at a loss for how I should approach as we're due at a wedding next weekend. Part of me wants to jump on the first plane out of here. It also could look like I was going through her phone. This is partly just a vent as I don't have anyone to talk to about this but would appreciate some help as to how I should approach this. Thanks. Drop her and your friend. I'd leave. She will be mad, but who cares if you don't want to be with her anymore anyway. Just seems like the issues there are not worth salvaging to build on something bigger. Enjoy your life and don't stay with people that don't appreciate you and are looking elsewhere. Listen to your inner voice. I might ask if you think talking to her will stop the unfaithful behaviors. I believe we all know the answer is no. An unfaithful individual will always remain unfaithful. Definitely cheating, get out ASAP. Quit ignoring red flags. The emptiness caused by her father leaving, i.e. the man who is meant to see her for the raw, lovable being she is never did. Because of that she will seek it in men until she heals that within herself. You're just one of those men until she consciously confronts this with you. The, "Hi sexy," equals "I want you to put your D in me, man, open your eyes and be fucking father lol. Come back home from the trip, keep your cool and keep it a secret. When home break it to her but have all your shit ready.